My name is Miss Lisa, and we are going to be doing some science together this week in Vacation Bible School while we learn about the Lord's Prayer. Today is all about give us today our daily bread. And that is the first part of the Lord's Prayer, and that just means that we want to make sure that we have food to eat. And one of the ways that we get food to eat is we grow some plants. I have a garden here at my house, and the church has a garden too, and I bet you have a garden at your house. Or maybe your mother or your grandmother or your aunt or your uncle or your cousins have gardens at their houses. And I want to show you our garden before we get into our science experiment. So come right over here and I will show you our asparagus. This is our asparagus garden, and this is the full-grown asparagus plant. It's huge, and it doesn't look too appetizing to eat, and this is not the way you eat an asparagus. Maybe you have seen asparagus, or maybe you've had it. Down here, we'll see one that's we should cut this and eat this tonight for dinner, but there's only one of them. So this is our asparagus garden. I'd love to see some pictures of your asparagus gardens, or your gardens, even if you're not growing asparagus. And I also want to show you some berry bushes. So let's go take a look at the berries. Hi guys, we're back at the berry bushes now, and I want you to come over here and see these. These are our raspberry bushes. We grow raspberries every summer. Ouch, they have thorns. And you can see the berries are starting to grow, but they're not ready to eat yet. But there are lots of places in the country that we grow our own gardens, and there are lots of other countries where people grow their own gardens too. Like in Mexico they have gardens, in India they have gardens, in China they have gardens, in England they have gardens, all kinds of places they have gardens just like us. So let's go take a look at the church garden. Alright, so we're at the church now, and the church has a garden too. We're growing asparagus at our house, but here at the church we're growing some other stuff. Right over here is a squash. Look at these huge leaves, and they've got spiky things on them, right? This is a yellow summer squash that they're growing. And then over here we have some tomatoes. I bet some of you guys have some tomatoes in your gardens. Here's some flowers of the tomatoes. They're just starting to grow, and that little flower will turn into a tomato. So this is our garden. I'd love to see some pictures of your gardens, and I bet there's tons of people all over the world with gardens. So we've been talking about gardens and growing plants. Well, where do plants come from? They come from seeds, that's right. We are gonna do some science experiments because we're talking about gardens and plants come from seeds. So you should have some seeds in your supplies, and we are gonna do some experimenting. You should find some brown seeds. These are bean seeds, and you should find some white seeds. Those are pumpkin seeds. We're gonna plant these outside in a little bit. Our first experiment is with the brown seeds. So get your brown seeds out and a little cup of water. And in order to do our experiment, we're gonna put 2 or 3 of the seeds in the cup of water, and we're gonna let them soak for a few hours. And then we're gonna do some comparing of the dried seeds versus the wet seeds. So let's go take care of our pumpkin seeds, and we are going to plant those too. So I'm here, I'm gonna plant some of these pumpkin seeds. Those were the white ones. So make sure you find your white seeds, and you're gonna have to ask a mom or a dad or a parent or a grown-up, somebody, about where you might want to plant these pumpkin seeds. Hopefully we'll get pumpkins by October, just in time for Halloween. So the way you're gonna do this is you're gonna find a nice sunny spot, and you're gonna dig a hole in the dirt. You can use one of these little rakes, you can use a shovel, whatever it is that you need to make a nice little hole in the dirt. And you're also gonna need some water. So here's a little bit of water. I'm gonna put some water in the hole. I see some ants in there. And then I'm gonna put my seeds in this hole. And I'm gonna put them all together. So you'll just have one spot. Spread them out a little bit. And then we are going to cover them back up. They don't need to be too far down. All right, so then once you get it all covered up and covered with dirt, then you want to give it some water, because it's very important for plants to have water. If they don't have water, they're not going to grow. And the other thing plants need is sunshine. So you want to make sure it's a nice sunny spot. And then we just have to wait. And hopefully in a couple of weeks, you'll see some plants starting to grow. And then by this fall, we'll have some nice pumpkins. So good luck with your planting. All right, guys, so I'm back. I'm gonna take a look at my beans that have been soaking. They've been soaking for a few hours now, so we're gonna make some comparisons. I'm gonna pull these out. Scientists are always making observations. Boy, that water sure made a difference. Look at the size of those. All right, let's see if we can't break them open. I'm gonna squeeze these a little bit. And slide. Ooh, look at that, it's starting to come open. This is the best part because you get to take stuff apart. This is called the seed coat. Look at that, it came off all in one. Look, and there's the little baby plant. And here's the bean. And here's some more of the little baby plant right in there. This is the part we would normally eat. Let's take a look at one of the dry ones. Okay, this one's not going to be so easy to open. You might need to take a rock to it. Boy, how does that look? Look at that comparison. I can't even find the little plant part of the dry bean, but it's right here with the soaked bean. All right, let's take a look at the next one. We're going to squeeze that a little bit. This one's kind of tough. There it goes. Crack that open. Whoa, look at that plant. There's the seed coat and the bean, and then there's the little baby plant in there. So you guys can take your beans apart and see if you can't find the little baby plant inside. Because that's where our plants come from, is the seeds. And that's what beans are. They're seeds. All right, you guys have fun. Bye.